next man?
Pardon?
What are you looking for in a man now to wear this cologne?
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Shhhcrets, where we dig into the real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable truths. Today's episode is on the topic of settling and lowering standards, inspired by a comment I received recently. You just heard Rihanna confidently shutting down the idea of needing a man. When she said that, so many women were celebrating her confidence and girl power. But fast forward to when she decided she did want a man and chose ASAP Rocky, the reception was divided. People were saying she'd lowered her standards and was settling. She's Rihanna after all. She, of all people, surely doesn't need to settle or lower her standards. She deserves a billionaire, someone on her level. If she's lowering her standards, what hope is left for regular women? And to make matters worse, there was the whole legal situation hanging over ASAP Rocky's head. His criminal case against ASAP Relly, where he was accused of firing a gun at his former friend, only fueled the debate. Some people felt like Rihanna had attached herself to unnecessary drama. Why would a woman with her status and wealth align herself with someone facing criminal charges? Others brushed it off, arguing that Rocky's legal issues didn't define him and that their relationship was clearly about more than just status or a pristine image. But according to a comment on one of my recent videos, women need to lower their standards if they don't want to be single. Whew, that's a bold statement, right? And here's the kicker. I actually agree, but there's more to it than just settling. But before you jump to conclusions, stick with me for at least half this video. You might agree with what I have to say. We're going to explore how rethinking your standards could lead to healthier, happier relationships. Let's unpack this. So, let's talk about Rihanna, billionaire, fashion mogul, and global superstar. She's dating ASAP Rocky, who is successful in his own right, but not on her financial level. Consequently, a lot of people are asking, why is she dating down? Couldn't she have stayed with a billionaire or found someone on her level? The truth is, Rihanna didn't care about that. She chose someone who brings something else to the table. Now, before we jump into why that matters, let's take a closer look at ASAP Rocky's journey. At first, I had my reservations about ASAP Rocky because of his problematic statements about black women and his lack of support for the Black Lives Matter movement. But after his arrest overseas, I thought maybe that was his wake-up call. And over time, we've seen he's a doting partner and seems like a great father. They share a cultural background, and they seem to work well together despite the noise. Will they work out? I don't know. Are they my couple goals? No relationship is perfect, and I don't pedestalize other people's relationships. But I do appreciate that they evolved from friends to romantic partners and are now seemingly in a healthy relationship, despite their shaky start. Contrary to popular opinion, I don't think Rihanna dated down financially. ASAP Rocky may not be a billionaire, but he's a successful artist with his own millions. The difference between millions and billions stops mattering at that level. They both have access to the same lifestyle. But it's not just about money. ASAP Rocky brings emotional support, shared cultural values, and most importantly, a partnership where both thrive. That's what should matter more. Too many of us get stuck on qualities like income, height, and looks. Don't get me wrong, standards are important, but focusing solely on financial status or physical traits can blind us to the qualities that make a relationship truly work: character, emotional availability, and stability. Now, am I saying you should date someone who isn't financially stable? Absolutely not. That's a bare minimum. But if all you're looking for is a six-figure salary or some social media approved checklist, you might be performing for other women more than living for yourself. Ladies, let's have an honest conversation. For some women, It's time to reevaluate those standards, especially if your circumstances have changed. And I get it, life happens and things don't always go according to plan. But if you're a mother with several kids or dealing with other realities, holding on to the same standards you had years ago might be setting yourself up for disappointment. And I say this with love. Sometimes it's about adjusting expectations to fit your current reality. Instead of chasing the fantasy of a six-figure man, how about someone who's stable, responsible, nurturing, and cares for you deeply? Wouldn't that be more fulfilling in the long run? Ask yourself, what do you really need to live comfortably? A man's paycheck doesn't determine his value or the success of a relationship. It's loyalty, respect, and shared values that will carry you through the tough times. So, back to that comment. Do I think many women should lower their standards? Yes, but not in the way you might think. It's not about settling for less. It's about rethinking what really matters in a relationship. If your standards are superficial or unrealistic, then yes, you're probably limiting your chances of finding a great partner. But that doesn't mean you should settle for unhealthy relationships or situationships with no commitment. Here's something to consider. Think about how much money you actually need to live comfortably. A six-figure salary is rare, with only about 9% of Americans earning that much. If you're holding out for someone who makes six figures, you're drastically narrowing your pool. And even if you find someone in that bracket, their income alone doesn't make them the best partner for you. Money alone doesn't guarantee happiness or stability. Emotional connection, love, and mutual respect are the real foundations of a strong relationship. We've all seen couples with all the money in the world still fall apart. Clearly, money isn't everything. Instead of focusing on a man's paycheck, think about what truly matters in a partner. Does he need to make six figures, or does he need to bring emotional availability, love, and stability to the table? Relationships thrive on communication, trust, and ambition, things that aren't tied to how much money someone makes. So, should women lower their standards? It's not about lowering them, it's about rethinking them. Ask yourself what truly matters in a partner. A man's paycheck shouldn't be the most important thing. Loyalty, support, and shared values are much more crucial for long-term success. Rihanna didn't let finances dictate her relationship, and she's still thriving. If someone as powerful as her can embrace a man for who he is, not what's in his bank account, why can't you? That's it for today's episode of Shhhcrets. What do you think? Are women setting the bar too high, or are we right to keep them high? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're feeling my vibe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's more real talk on the way. Until next time, stay smart, stay grounded, and keep aiming for what truly makes you happy. Bye.